The Marine sat on a weathered park bench, clutching his tattered duffel bag as the sun dipped below the horizon. Life hadn't always been this way for Jake Miller. Once he had stood tall in his Marine uniform, a proud servant of his country. But now the medals he had earned collecting dust at a pawn shop seemed like relics of a life that no longer belonged to him. Jake was one of many veterans who, after serving their country, found themselves battling homelessness and despair, unable to transition to civilian life. The park was quiet except for the occasional rustling of leaves. Jake often found solace here, away from the prying eyes and judgmental stares. But today, he wasn't alone. A crowd had gathered at the far end, and the buzz of conversation filled the air. Curious, Jake ambled over, his tattered boots crunching against the gravel. In the centre of the group stood a man who looked out of place among the crowd, Elon Musk. He was visiting the city for a tech summit, and his impromptu visit to the park had drawn the attention of passers-by. Jake recognized him immediately. The visionary billionaire behind Tesla and SpaceX, Musk seemed almost untouchable, a man so far removed from the struggles Jake faced daily. As Musk addressed the crowd, Jake listened intently. He spoke about innovation, perseverance, and the need to take risks to create a better future. Something about his words resonated with Jake. Maybe it was the emphasis on resilience, or perhaps it was the hope Musk exuded. A hope Jake hadn't felt in years. The crowd began to disperse, but Jake lingered, debating whether to approach. What would he say? What could a homeless veteran possibly ask of a billionaire? As if sensing Jake's hesitation, Musk turned and met his gaze. "Hello there," Musk said, his tone warm and inviting. Jake swallowed hard and nodded. "Hi." "What brings you here?" Musk asked, gesturing to the park bench Jake had been sitting on moments ago. Jake hesitated, then decided to speak his truth. "I'm a Marine veteran, served 2 tours overseas, came back and, well, life didn't exactly work out the way I thought it would." Musk's expression softened. "That's a story I've heard too often. Thank you for your service. It's people like you who make the freedoms we enjoy possible." Jake felt a lump in his throat. It had been a long time since anyone had acknowledged his service. He mustered the courage to continue. "I've been struggling to find work, a place to stay. The skills I learned in the Marines don't seem to translate much out here." Musk nodded thoughtfully. "That's a challenge many veterans face. Have you ever considered using your skills in a different way? Leadership, discipline, problem-solving, those are valuable everywhere." Jake sighed. "I've thought about it, but doors don't exactly open easily when you're homeless. People look at you like you're not worth the risk." Musk leaned forward, his piercing gaze locked on Jake. "Tell me more about what you've done. What were your roles in the Marines?" Jake described his time in service, logistics planning, team leadership, and navigating high-pressure situations. He spoke about his pride in serving his country and the heartbreak of losing comrades. "I've always wanted to do something meaningful," Jake said, his voice cracking. "But now I just want a chance." Musk paused, considering Jake's words. "You know, I've always believed that the best ideas and the strongest people come from adversity. Your story isn't over, Jake. Maybe it's just beginning." Before Jake could respond, Musk pulled out his phone and typed something. "I'm going to connect you with someone on my team who specializes in veteran outreach. We've been working on initiatives to help veterans transition into tech and renewable energy industries. I think you'd be a great fit." Jake blinked, hardly believing what he was hearing. "You'd do that for me? You don't even know me." Musk smiled. "Everyone deserves a chance. You've already proven you have the courage and determination to face adversity. Now it's about channeling that into something new." True to his word, Musk made the connection. Within days, Jake found himself at an interview with a SpaceX hiring manager. The process wasn't easy. Jake had to brush up on technical skills and learn industry-specific knowledge. But he threw himself into the challenge with the same dedication he'd shown in the Marines. Musk's team provided resources, mentorship, online courses, and even temporary housing to give Jake the stability he needed to succeed. Slowly but surely, Jake began to rebuild his life. Months later, Jake stood on the floor of a bustling SpaceX facility, overseeing a logistics operation for an upcoming satellite launch. The same skills he had honed in the Marines were now helping to push the boundaries of space exploration. One day, as he prepared for a meeting, Jake received a call from Musk. "How's it going, Jake?" Musk asked. "Better than I ever thought possible," Jake replied, a smile spreading across his face. "I knew you'd make it," Musk said, "but don't stop here. Keep pushing. The world needs people like you." Jake hung up, feeling a surge of pride and gratitude. He had gone from a homeless veteran struggling to survive to a vital part of a groundbreaking company. And it all started with a chance encounter in a park. Now Jake dedicates his free time to mentoring other veterans, sharing his story, and proving that with the right support and determination, it's never too late to turn your life around.